Is it going to stop hosting Drim? Ah, there we go. Can I get a mic check? Get another mic check, please. There we go. That sounds alright. Okay, yep. Categories seem right. Let's get into it. Hey, Kirsty, how you doing? That was very quick. How was your weekend been since we last talked? For that matter, how was Chinese? You possibly did, yes. Also, hi! I'm good though. Had a catch up, which always feels good. A catch up? As in, catch up with someone you haven't talked to for a while. That kind of catch up. Let me just... Whoop, I'm doing it again. And she was frozen in place for a second. Oh, we got more collectibles. Ah, yes. No, I think I read that. Do I have any timed missions that I can fail? Chinese was yummy. You finished it for lunch. Nice. Oh, yes, of course, the admin stuff, yep. I remember. Oh, while we're here... Well, that's the exact same one I already have. While we're here, let's take a look at crafting. Ooh, and abilities as well. Hey, Doge. Hey, you. Oh, you even looked at cars. I thought cars were kind of off the table for a while. Ooh, okay, so I can boost my energy more, which would be quite nice. I can boost my health, which is always nice. I can increase launch damage, and to be honest, I'm launching stuff more than anything else right now. I can boost shield strength, and I can... Siege duration doesn't go up by much. Even with all of them, that's only like... maybe 75% boost if you get to the very end. Seize large... of course, yeah, we know about that. You wanted to see if you could manage cars now. Manage in what sense? You completely forgot I streamed yesterday. Well, thank you that I've slipped so completely from your memory, Doge. It's always nice to be memorable. Ah, yeah. So launch would be quite nice to have. I do use a ton of launch, but I also die a lot. Shield I can see myself not using too much. Hopefully I get an absolute ton of points. I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly, but I was looking at a Hyundai i10. I think I know. That's one of the electric ones, isn't it? Quite short, stubby ones. 2-door, well, 3-door if you include the boot. I think I know. I think I can picture it. Assume you're going second hand. Yeah, I mean, I would be amazed if she wasn't myself. But although I guess you can get pretty good deals off paying per month these days. It's a tiny hatchback, yep. So we can go health, energy. I'm not that fussed about the melee damage yet because I don't use it much. I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna go for the or should I go for the launch damage? I'm gonna go for the energy. Whoa, hello. Hey, Drim. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I didn't realise you were about to finish. And also, hey, Pharaoh. Hey, guys. How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty good. Raid! How is everyone? How is everyone getting on? What can I do right now? I don't really want to construct the next gun. I want to construct that grip. But I need a whole load more crafting resources, apparently. Probably because I upgraded these mods. How much sauce do I require? I've got enough sauce. I just need the extra bits. A sauce I seem to get relatively fast. Astral blip. Oh, I can't because I don't have entropy cap. Okay, cool. Remove traffic from TC2, please. Were you having some bad runs, Drim? How's TC2 going, by the way? Are you still just basically trying to set times, like record times for the long races, or are you mainly focusing on doing like marathon events, or just playing it for fun? Damage while low on health. That would be interesting, but I really want the ability to get more weapon mods before I start worrying about that. Okay, so what am I doing? Runs were good. Traffic was just traffic was annoying. That's fair enough. You're grinding account now. Oh, of course, because you've got like 3 accounts now, don't you? What levels are you up to on the other accounts? Hang on, I've got 1 for killing enemies in executive sector. Let's see if I can get an extra board countermeasure for research. I cannot. Okay then. On with the show then, I suppose. You won't lose...
Yes.
You won't lose as much... Oh, hang on, sorry.
My name is Jessie Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden, hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
We certainly do. Look at that texture pop in. Isn't it glorious? Oh, really? Wonderful. As if I don't hate these things enough already. At least I've learned I can just fake them out. I could have sworn I just saw someone else, but the music has stopped. So maybe I'm okay. Intrusive pattern? Oh man. I don't know if that's actually useful. Let's just drop a quick save. Hang on, sorry. You don't want to say the second hand is better if you crash it. I mean, it's certainly cheaper to replace if you crash it. New divers do have a tendency to crash. This is exactly what happened to me. I can confirm this. Have I been through here? Okay, so I feel like there's an awful lot of places that it doesn't necessarily send you. So perhaps I should be trying to take more pains to explore the place before just going on with the story. Exploration is, after all, good. Hey, Arctic! Or shall I say, verily, is this the greater Arctic pine I see before my eyes? Why, quoth, what a pleasant surprise for you to grace our presence. I am terrible at doing this in talky mode. Hey, yeah, how you doing anyway? How's your weekend been? You've been caught speeding but never crashed. I only had a very minor crash. Essentially, there's a road in Hitchin that's it's a one-way street, but it's two, like, what's the word? Lanes. And there was a bus stopped in the middle of one. And it just completely threw me. Hang on, Hey, Avi! And thank you, Kirsty, for hosting the stream. Thank you very much. Have I been here before? But yeah, so basically I had kind of an itty-bitty little crashy. Good try. No, it was a pretty awful try, let's be honest here. But thank you. My weekend has been spiffing. Hast thou been enjoying thyself? I hast been enjoying myself, yes, thank you. I'm just getting lost here while I try and look around for areas I haven't been to yet. But yeah, yesterday was pretty good. What did I get up to, aside from streaming? After streaming, I chilled out and watched a bit of stuff on Prime, and then watched a couple of other people on Twitch, basically. Yeah, it was good times. I'm getting quite lost here. Where am I actually trying to go? Let's try going upstairs. How am I enjoying the game? Yeah, it's clearly the kind of game which holds a lot of its cards to its chest. Like, it's one of those kind of mystery games that wants you to have to dig deep to understand what exactly is going on. So it's still to be determined whether it's like it really lives up to it. But it's interesting so far. Let's see, a plant complaint? Oh, fantastic. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of tango. And where do these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Semi-lurk, that's cool, Doge. You do have far too much work to do after all. But yeah, how's everyone else been? What's everyone else been getting up to this week? Yeah, you just hang there for a while. That's cool. You're slightly blocking my ability to see this video, but it's all good. Oh, hang on, what was that I just missed? Was it this? Was it synchronicity, or was it something else? I think it must have been synchronicity. What's this? Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise. Phenomena is a plural, isn't it? Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It's how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will remember. Just got back home. You missed your computer. Where were you, Abby? I didn't realize you'd gone anywhere. Where am I actually trying to get to right now? I kind of want to find some places down to the south. I don't know if they're all locked off. This place is basically impossible to navigate anyway. I mean, this place is essentially Hogwarts in that rooms are supposedly migrate around the building. And it's clearly not designed... Whoa, I feel like I hear... Yep. And it's clearly not designed to be... Whoa, let's not have that, please. It's clearly not designed to be extremely navigable. Oh, yeah. You, do my bidding for me. Haven't tried that yet. Oh, you can do it as well. And now I better turn on you again, because I don't trust you. Is it deliberately leaving them at super low health so I can capture them all? Because I'd rather they just be dead. That seemed to go well enough. You were 250 kilometers away from home, and a summer... Oh, of course, yeah. I forgot that in the Baltic, everyone has your summer houses. I'd kind of like to have a summer house to just go to, but at the same time, that would be effort. Oh, hello. Oh, it's another time mission. Right, okay, I better guess I better get rid of all my exploring. I've been on an epic quest of slaying the dark creatures that invaded the land, then ending the day with some mead and listening to the bard's tunes. Played Outer Worlds and had some drinks with mates over the internet. Nice. That sounds awesome. Let's... I could find a save point, but I can't remember where they frickin' are. It was Executive Sector that they just gave me this mission in, though. We just rented a summer house, don't own it. So, is it more common to rent, or is it more common to own? And Kirsty, the car that you're talking about getting, are you talking about doing like a rental thing, or are you talking about buying outright? Actually, no, I guess if you're talking second-hand, it would be buying outright. Is there like one specific one that you're wanting to get? Or did you just look at models and then go, and then I'll find one? Because to be honest, the one thing I will say is buying second-hand, not that I've done it many times, tends to be more a case of what's available. Go to pneumatics. Where the heck is pneumatics? Oh good, it's the opposite side of the building. If I now travel... Oop, I cannot get used to the controls in this. If I travel to dead letters, it should make this easier. Dead letters. You can elsewhere. I think summer houses are really common in places like Sweden and Finland and maybe places like Estonia. People who have more money than an average Joe own them. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. How expensive are they to rent? Communications department? Is this where I want to go? I feel like the answer is kind of no. Okay, so every time I've taken on one of these time challenges, I've failed hilariously. Whoa! Yep, that's not off to a good start. I could do with some health. Okay, yep. I need to take his shield down as quickly as possible. Mate, if you can get out of the way, it would make my life a lot easier. He just has a constant wave of enemies protecting him by walking in his path. I don't think it's very fair. Did I just kill myself, or did he kill me? Either way, I am really good at these time missions. So good. Arctic, I know you were talking about the Outer Worlds. It does look pretty cool, actually. I should try it out sometime. But what were you saying, what are the other games that you tend to stream? Do you say you played Portal recently? I love me a bit of Portal. I need to play some again. I haven't played it since... Not quite it was new, but certainly a few years ago. Often the summer house have many bedrooms, so if you go with friends, it's not expensive. Okay. But alone with your partner is a tad costly. Oh, sorry, you were in Denmark. For some reason I thought you were elsewhere. Right, okay. Well, that worked really well, so now I no longer have that mission again. I guess I better go back here. Hey, Red Hawk Air Show, how are you? How are you doing? You're from Finland, but you moved to Denmark about a year ago. Okay, okay. You should, it's a great game. On Thursdays you play random games. Last week was Portal 2, you're going to finish it. Oh, good. I was going to say you're going to finish it. Played it a few times before, but yet to play the first one. Oh, you've never played the first one? Portal is one of those games, Portal 1 and 2, where I'm not actually sure which one I like more. They're both really good games. They're kind of different in their own right. Thank you very much for the follow, Red Hawk. Thank you. How am I? I'm pretty good, aside from the fact that I keep failing the timed missions, and also I'm getting horribly lost when I try and navigate my way around this building, which I think is probably supposed to be part of the point, but... Like, there's all this stuff on the bottom of the map, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to come to it. So, well, there's this massive redacted section on the right that I've only just noticed. I'm sure I'll have to go to that at some point. But, like, there's all these other areas that I haven't actually found yet. And I'm wondering if I should go and explore them, or if I'm gonna get sent to them later in the story. Have I been in this shelter? I can certainly take a look at it. You now have access to it, so I may play it on stream. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the thing with Portal 1 and 2 is that the first game was completely different to anything we'd seen before. Well, I guess you could talk a bit about the game which inspired it, Nabacular Drop, but that was a very small indie game back in the day when indie games barely existed. It was basically just a mod someone made. So Portal kind of just knocked everyone's socks off. It was just this classic game out of nowhere in a genre no one had really thought of before. And then Portal 2 kind of mixed it up a bit and added to it. So I don't know what it would be like playing 2 and then going back to 1. It might feel like a backwards step, but yeah, they're both really good games. You should definitely play Portal 1. Had you ever played Portal 2? Is this blind for you, or have you played Portal 2 before? And Fran, how you doing? How are you? Red Hawk is going into lurk mode. Why did I just stop reading that? That's cool. Is it this one? A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality. Transcorporeality. This game keeps introducing me to words I hadn't thought about before. Individual experienced transcorporeality through a phone line. Oh yeah, I remember the other log for this. Event is notably similar to AWE Redacted, in which redacted. Event response. Event is believed to be caused by redacted as a result of the following measures being taken to prevent redacted. My word, does Sprite ever make me burp. You've completed Portal 2 twice. I'm sure you'll enjoy the first one too. I think you will. I really think you will. Had you played Portal 2 co-op before? Because it's a completely different campaign. I'm determined to try and find some of these. Hang on, I hear gunfire again. Good. I'm doing fantastically well at shooting at my own feet at the moment. Oh, it's one of those big boys. Yeah, let's get rid of him quickly, shall we? Bye-bye. Whoa, no. I think maybe you have to shoot at those guys like 2 or 3 times before you get to land a hit on them with the launch ability. Nice that I can keep doing that even when I don't have line of sight. That's quite useful. Frickin' portal moving around. I don't remember saying that was allowed. Are we done? Nope, we're not done. Of course we're not done. I could... Whoa, gee, that's bad. It's a little bit hard sometimes to control grabbing the explosives that he shoots and throwing them back. Sometimes the game just decides to throw some other stuff at him instead. Whoa! And sometimes I just don't notice that he shoots something else at me. Is it done, Yuri? Are we finished? Nope, there's one more just hanging there waiting for me to notice him. We'll just stop dodging. It's really irritating. There we go. Yeah, I keep getting people to play multiplayer with me, but they've never played the game before, so they get confused. We don't get paced. We get. Oh, you don't get past the first few sections. The first sections. I mean, in some ways, I feel like playing the game with someone who hasn't played it before is almost more interesting. In that, like, you tend to have a memory, tend to have a recollection. There's a few things to pick up in here, so I'm going to say this first. You tend to have a recollection of a lot of the puzzles, or at least roughly how to do them, and it's fun to play with someone else and let them try and get through it all. But on the other hand, yeah, I guess if it's someone who just has no idea of Portal at all, then they could just get kind of confused and frustrated. Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird to me. It's kind of surprising because... not surprising, but... Because, like, I remember playing all these games when they came out. And they were the kind of games that everyone was playing. They were like the COD of a few years ago, when COD was the only multiplayer anyone was actually wanting to bother with before, like, Overwatch came out. So you didn't have many occasions when people were like, I don't get this, because everyone had seen Portal, or they just weren't playing games. But I know what you mean. If you want to play something through, and the person you're trying to play with just doesn't understand at all what's going on, it doesn't make for a great experience, which is annoying. I think you said you play on Xbox, didn't you? Because I would happily play Portal 2 again, but I don't have an Xbox, unfortunately. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power are placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of an astral plane, the astral plane even, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. My theory for why the hiss disappear into the astral plane when you kill them is because the game didn't want to have to deal with the load of dealing with all the bodies lying around. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. This game is trying to slip me up on words. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Oh, you can access it on PC as well. Okay, I do have it on PC. Oh, hello, what's this? He doesn't look as chirpy as he did before.
Questions recently.
That thing on the table is the thing that we're using to keep our agents clear of hiss, isn't it?
Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
He is clearly spent. No, he's drunk. Okay, he's drunk.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements. We're listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is
Redacted.
classified. One day that classified not water might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding.
I'm kidding, it'll be very painful.
I'm kidding. We're making more.
Nice.
And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry.
And one more. Resonance is there, but we can't see it. It vibrates all around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted. I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It's shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the current frequency allow us to achieve? Correct frequency to allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer to the whole time? Why, thank you, my dear maiden. I will journey on as best I can, and hopefully catch some of Portal 2 in the coming week. But yeah, have a good week. I will speak to you again. It's been good to see you drop by. Thank you. Baccarino! How's everything with you, Owie? How was the summer house? Was it just you, maybe family there, or did you go with a big group of friends? Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the redacted. An entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the redacted, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that he's using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? It was all good. It was you and your partner. We also went to German border shop to buy lots of cheap beer and soda. Fair enough. I kind of tend to forget that that style... There's got to be a meaning to these. I wonder if there's like a trophy for setting them all off. But yeah, I think I tend to forget that you have that kind of... like cheaper stuff in different places. Well, that can only be good. I think I tend to assume that just every country is equally, you know, has equally affordable stuff in the EU. But yeah, thinking about it, I have heard a few people talking about going cross borders to pick up cheap stuff from people from other countries. I missed all of that. What did that just talk about? Was that ashtray maze?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Well, this isn't at all disconcerting. Is it really a good idea to just keep these supernatural, otherworldly items locked up by simply putting them in a maze that you suppose that they can't find their way out of? It's got to be a good idea to go into this place that supposedly is, like, really hard to navigate, right? I mean, I've got a map. Oh, it's gonna be one of these kind of things. Wonderful. Okie dokie. And this is gonna remain redacted as well. Fun. Fun. I'm gonna get hopelessly lost in here. Oh, good. It's taking me back here. Or is it going to be that it won't let me go that deeply into it until I've... Oh, interesting. Until I've got a certain part of the game or something. It does keep taking me back to the entrance. I will say that. If this is designed to stop you from going to an area you aren't supposed to get to yet, it's actually really quite a clever way of doing it. I've got to give them props for that idea. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is in fact the game telling me not to go in here yet. Hello! Hey Mazzy, how you doing? Anyway, yeah, Aoi, so I'm curious. So you started off in Finland, you're in Denmark. Was that just for work? Was that because you just kind of felt like a change of pace? Did you move there as a kid? You might have told me this before, in which case I apologise. Oh good, it's more combat. Let's have less of you, please. Where are they? I don't like this feeling. I don't like not knowing where anyone is. How's things? Yeah, things are alright. I'm just working my way through this incredibly complicated area that I cannot seem to navigate to save my life. I'm gonna. I don't know whether to just assume that I'm not supposed to be able to get to the other places yet or not. Maybe I should just get on with the story. Also, where are all these other enemies I'm supposed to be shooting? Honestly, this game actually looks interesting. There's now 2 games from Finland that you can be proud of. Oh, The Long Dark is from Finland as well. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to assume that I'm not supposed to be able to get to those other places yet. I'll probably get to them as I go through this, let's be honest. Long Dark is amazing. Yeah, I haven't played it, I've seen bits of it. I bet if you dug deep enough, you'd find others as well. You moved here a year ago to start a new life. You're a bit different man and lived a tad differently in Finland. So what, is this basically like a maturing phase? You just kind of realised that...
Marshall is waiting for you with the luck lab, just down the hall.
Is it like you kind of realised that it was time that you started trying to make something of yourself or something like that, or... Oh good, there's just a dead guy in the toilet and no one's concerned about it. Rubber duck supplement, that's got to be nice. There can't be anything creepy about this. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the cracking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update: it was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. You've done both, that's fair enough. So is everything going well in Denmark? You kind of feel settled there? You feel like... Excuse me. You feel like maybe you might move on somewhere else afterwards? Why were these guys not helping me out before? Like, they could have helped me out by like shooting over that rail. Luck and probability. Fantastic. It sounds like, are we moved into a witness protection program? I mean, that's a slight over-dramatization, perhaps, Doge, but maybe. Oh, look, they've got Big Mouth Billy Bass. You've done your time, though. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Wait, what? There's clearly going to be some relevance to this. That is a 4-leaf clover for the record. In fact, all of those 3 are 4-leaf clovers. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I'm going to take it on the assumption that something is going to require it. Like, I'm probably going to get sent over to pick it up again in a minute anyway. So this is all luck items. I guess it makes sense. It's luck and probability. It'll fall off. Interesting. Oh, and there's another one on its side over there. Guns. Lots of guns.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, Head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse.
I think the gun found
French told me
me.
to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Oh yeah, I'll just run in alone like I've done for the rest of the game.
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past.
It's not like you've got a whole load of people running around with massive weaponry themselves.
Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you.
Guess we're doing it all ourselves again. Well, given how I've been at this game so far, I'm going to need all the help I can get. Wait, you forgot to mention one amazing game. Yeah, which one? I do not have clearance level 5, do I? What clearance level do I have right now? 3. And the doors are going to slam. I mean, yes, of course they are. Come closer. I've got a present for you.
I see the pictures over there. We have to help them.
Oh wait, have I just, like, attacked and hurt my own team? Possibly is the answer. Ow, there's too much explosives going on right now. Where did you come from? God damn it. This game just loves throwing things at you. It's actually quite hard to work out what's going on sometimes. Perhaps I need to play this more defensively. Stay back and pick my targets more. Wreckfest. Wreckfest, yeah, actually Wreckfest is a pretty interesting game. Bugbear is finished. I don't think I know Bugbear. It's Demolition Derby Racing. It's absolutely amazing at what it's designed to do. Yeah, I've only seen a little bit of Wreckfest, but it did look absolutely hilarious. So all that luck didn't help me at all. So maybe I'll just leave it this time.
What's the situation?
Squad C hasn't made it back. They're still out there.
Apparently I can't talk to her like I've been able to talk to the other ones.
The exit is back through parakinesiology, but then there's no way we're making it to the lab. Only option is to hold here and wait for an overload. We'll put everything we got into one final push.
Guess I'm going through here again then. Okay, let's try and take it more carefully.
I see rangers over there. We have to help
They
them.
are... I can't actually tell which are supposed to be my team and which aren't. They're not shooting at me. I'm a bit weirded out by the way that they're not shooting at me. He is. He can die. He is as well. Whoa, nope, 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 not having any of that. Yeah, enjoy some of your own medicine. I actually quite enjoy throwing bodies at people. It's very cathartic. Yeah, let's take control of that one. Oh, okay, there's no one else to fight now, apparently. That's okay, he can just tear himself apart. He's pretty much a distortion of reality anyway, let's be clear. Good, let's get a save. The blob job. The heck is this? Hang on, I've got this looks like it deserves attention. The Blob Job is an educational adventure video game developed by Titanium Interactive. The player is Joe Ridley, a security officer in the Nano Blob Corporation who needs to prevent an intruder from stealing a piece of technology that will adversely harm the world. Not too different from this game, then. Interesting. The game features a series of static screens, has live actors, and does not allow the player to save. Whoa, the game is crashing again. Whoa! You can fudge off fast, please. At least I've got all the explosives on my side this time. Okay, so guess it's gonna be throwing things at people versus throwing things at people. Why is it that the explosives being thrown around by my teammates are basically doing nothing to anyone, and yet the ones thrown at me basically kill me in no time at all? Give me the loot! All of the loot. Apparently Noita is also developed. Okay, I cannot get through that. Fair enough. Noita is also developed by a Finnish company. I do not know Noita. If you don't... Oh good, that's going to be another time mission, isn't it? Well, I guess at least I've just got myself to a save point, so I can just fast travel there now. I mean, honestly, all this weird architecture looks almost pretty much in place for this place. I don't know why she keeps bothering cleaning it up. Let's go to Central Executive. Physics Cat used to stream a lot of Noita. Fair enough. What's it about? What is Noita? Oh, sorry. If you don't know, it's an indie roguelite adventure in pixel graphics 2D environment. The runs are hours long and you can create custom weapons. Interesting. Very interesting. Probably not the kind of game I would play, but the kind of game I would be happy to watch someone else play. I need to check in with Physics Cat again. There's a few guys who kind of joined the community back. Hang on, where am I supposed to be going? Communications department. I'm gonna guess that's where Dead Letters is, really. Oh yeah, it's kind of like where Dead Letters is. Yeah, there's a few people who kind of joined the community back during the AJ's channel, who I occasionally think about, but I just haven't heard anything from. Like, I remember Kirsty used to raid Phase Lot A an awful lot. Or I guess it might have been a pool thing, I don't know. But like, I remember he got an awful lot of love before. And I haven't heard from him in forever. Right, let's see if I can do this properly. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to play cautious. Apparently it's not there. Is it here? And I'm just going to take my time and do it right. Okay, so far so good. Probably shouldn't get distracted by loot. That would seem to be the exact opposite from the thing I said I wanted to do. Yeah, let's take someone over. Apparently he's just not bothered by my trusty friend. You can get out of here. I'm not having any of you. Let's have a bit less of shield from you. Okay, what's going on here? So I need to take out the Hiss node more than anything. So let's focus on that. Powering up the launch damage has absolutely been a winner, I think. Okay, I think that's the... Oh no, there's still another node to go. Where else do we need to go? Whoa! None of that, thank you. At least he's firing a machine gun and not rockets. Because rockets can frickin' fudge off. Why am I not managing to successfully throw anything at him? Okay, still got one more node to find. Oh, that was well shot. I love those double kills. Ah, there, I see you. You thought you could hide from me, did you? I actually beat one, and they're in T-poses! I'm finding so many T-poses in games at the moment. Oh, goodness sake, there's another one. I'm finding so many T-poses in games at the moment. Nope, 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 nope. Let's not have that. Ow, 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 ow. My attempts to kidnap this guy are really going badly. Mainly because I keep pressing the wrong button, I think. Right, he's a rocket guy, so he should be a useful help. As long as he doesn't kill me with the splash damage, of course. Fire, you know, you can actually shoot. I will allow you to fire. You know? Do you want to do something? Oh, gee, there he is. I wouldn't mind this finishing now. That'd be nice. I can still hear music. It just keeps on going. Hey, Doge, thank you for the sub. I did not forget to unsub. You'd forget to unsub. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You just want the bugs emote again, let's be honest. Are these just going to keep coming? Or do I get to finish this at some point? Oh, there's another one of these guys. I mean, I think I've finished the mission. So perhaps I should just, like, leave these guys to play around in the communications department, since I don't really need to do this. I think it's finally over. On the plus side, I've finally proven to myself that I can beat one of these levels. I see you. But yeah, thank you very much, Doge. Thank you. No, do infinite grind and waste time. I mean, that's the real challenge in games, isn't it? It's just sitting there, running around, killing the same enemy over and over. Also, I definitely found some loot, lore, whatever it is, stuff to pick up. Re-information campaign. Summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of a polar bear attack on an Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to work redacted. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean that we can stop monitoring redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. You're only here for emotes. I mean, I can supply some emotes. Unfortunately, I can't supply as many emotes as many other people, as I am small streamer even. But there you get 2 of them. That's what we do anyway. We sit around and Drim coming in with the Drim comment. Let's see what we've got. An entropic echo. I think that means I can upgrade the grip now. The Hiss Warped. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, probably indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why does certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Because we wanted to make an interesting challenge with mixed combat in a game. Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the host to become Hiss Warped? Or is this perhaps another indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month? A year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. You only sub to 3 people. Well, I appreciate that I am one of those 3. That is very kind. I'm still in the phase where I find it a little bit funny to think that people are actually kind of wanting to support me like that. It kind of feels a bit like you see all these other streamers and you just kind of think that they're so much better, and you think, oh, I would sub to them, and then you don't think about the idea that it could go the other way. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Where did I come from? I'm a bit lost again. Here we are. Time to teleport. Actually, before I teleport, let's look out the stuff again. Okay, I need Ritual Impulse. I've got a ton of sauce now, an absolute ton of sauce. I want to keep my Ritual Impulse, House Memory, and, well, I've got a ton of Hidden Trend. So I could spend it on upgrading the weapon mods again. I'm not really using them right now, but I see myself using them in future. Or I could just hold it, because let's be honest, if I'm not going to make something right now, there's no pressing need to actually spend the stuff. So yeah, okay. Let's hang back, and let's just fast travel back to where my mission is. Ritual Division, that's quite close to my objective. You're sub to one and got a gift sub to another. Yeah, I started off being kind of like that, and I got a bit sub happy at one point, but that's fair enough. Funny thing is, I actually don't tend to use my Twitch Prime sub very often. I think it probably is imposter syndrome. To be honest, Doge, I get imposter syndrome about a lot of stuff. I think most people do, honestly. You enjoy my word vomits? Well, I will have to keep finding things to repeat then. Less combat, more me trying to read things off a piece of paper and horribly failing. Although, to be honest, pretty much all of my commentary on my game is word vomit as well. Let's be honest here. Wow, I've got a ton of personal mods. So currently I have plus 25% health. And hang on. I've got this shield strength 1. I'm not using shield at all. So that's kind of a bit of a waste right now. Launch energy. Let's check out the rare. Launch energy costs minus 15%. That would actually be very nice. And also, can I ditch some of these? Because these look rubbish. Health plus 17 is not much useful, and I've already got health plus 25. Seize speed. That's only a common, and it's plus 39%. That is a big boost. And I am starting to use Seize. I might keep it around for next time I get to add another personal mod. Oh, Seize speed plus 53%. Well, let's not keep it around after all. Energy boost, energy plus 7%. I've got 2 of those, so I don't need both of them. Let's check out these as well. Currently I'm using projectile spread. But it's only minus 12%. It's not that big of a deal. Headshot damage. Recoil minus 14%. Could be useful. It would reduce the cooldown, I guess. Yeah, let's stick that one in. And what have I got here? Reload speed. Reload speed is probably still pretty useful. Damage against enemy armor would be quite nice. I really frickin' hate my chair. It just keeps sinking down to the bottom of the frickin' base. The machine is here! Which machine? I know you've just disappeared, but which machine is Kirsty going for? Anyway, so I am now... Hang on, what's this big yellow beam? Oh, it's in the wall. Well, that's slightly concerning. It's in the walls! Let's go and check out this shelter. I don't know if I've done this yet. Nice. Oh, and some dialogue. You said you wanted word vomit? Here, have some word vomit, Doge. With the recent arrival of the Redacted, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Redacted. There are no other Redacted for a Redacted to play with, and Redacted is expected to learn about a frightening new concept. About a frightening new concepts. Sure, why not? Redacted will require a slow, Redacted-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget will be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community centre. We can have a research staff, build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It'll be good for morale. I guarantee Redacted will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Redacted to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats. But as television has proven for years, Redacted love puppets. Oh, the coffee machine! Of course, she actually finally did it. I thought this was going to turn into like... Hang on, did I hear gunfire? I thought this was going to turn into like one of those things where mentally Kirsty could never bring herself to actually... Like... Okay. Interesting. I didn't actually get told to come here, I just wanted to. But yeah, I thought it was going to turn into one of those things where she couldn't actually bring herself to finally buy the thing. But she actually has. I am impressed. Well done, Kirsty. You are adulting. Proper gizmo for 30-year-old. Okay, so these are all standing around in pairs, but one of them has no arms and a costume that wouldn't look out of place in Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay. Well, this one's gone to pieces. To the point where the glass has been broken and I can run in here. I'm slightly weirded out by that. The camera is no longer... Oh, that camera is pointing at it at least. Okay. Number 5 appears to just be a regular bedroom. On the plus side, I guess, this game could have thrown in an absolute ton of jump scares? Jump scares. But it hasn't, and I have to thank it for that. Oh, apparently I can't go in there yet. So now I've learned that this fractal stuff appears to be the kind of the thing inside her head telling her to go places. So I presume that we're going to get told to go in there later. Altered item inside. Oh, I see. We're going to get sent in there at some point to learn a new ability, aren't we? I just saw something out of the corner of my eye, like a press square here button, and it was up there. Yeah, do you see it again? Just a circle there. It just keeps blipping there. There. I don't know what... Let's go upstairs and check out what it is. Rather than just running around pretending to do something. She has got too much Twitch money, it's very true. Oh, there's another place where they would have tortured someone with TVs. Check out all this old technology! No! As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of each room, and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agent responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. So, the experiment played the experimenters. So, Kirsty, when are you going to start paying your mods a salary? Oh, man. Interesting. 4 of them are going, but not the other 2. I just wonder if this could be related to the ones that I've set off, because I think I've set off about 4 of them. I wonder if I were to set off different ones, and like stop some of them, would it change what was here? I don't want to spend frickin' 3 hours running around working out where they were again, so I'm not going to test it out. But I am curious. Okay. Let's get on with the show. Let's get on with burping because of all that carbonated gas. I'm actually going to save again, just to be safe. I presume that the ability stuff only comes from completing story missions. I'm not quite sure. Protective studies. Continue on towards Darling's HRA lab. What happened to all the guys outside that I protected? They just decided to leave me. Oh, this looks fun. That doesn't at all look concerning. What else have we got around here? Yoink! Okay, I've seen those designs before. That's going to come in relevant later on, I reckon. All of those kind of cube shapes. There's some more of them. And some more. Keep distance, guys. 2 meter distance from all other workers at all times.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2.
Oh, it's the rubber duck!
Begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
Why would you shock the rubber duck?
Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen.
This is rubber duck cruelty.
No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14.
Okay, so now we're putting acid and alkali on it.
No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate.
You didn't try that first?
Can you understand my words? Quack, if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Also, the stuff that was coming off it seems to have stopped. Oh, and it's starting again. I do love the way that they can make kind of creepypasta about just about anything.
Okay.
Oh.
You must like
Well,
these
she wants me to
HRAs.
come.
Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Why do I get the feeling with all those banks of computers in there that these like crash dummies are the ones examining us now? Look for a bit. That's cool, Doge. I appreciate you dropping by, and thank you very much for the sub again. I do really appreciate that. What's going on in here? Nothing. Okay, there's something over there I can pick up. But first... Okay, what's the value of being able to come in here? Oh, okay. Just one of these. Fair enough. Not exactly the most useful, but I guess I'll take it. Nothing else? No, of course not. Nothing on the ceiling. Ah. Interesting. Is that the way out into that pipe kind of shape on the map at the bottom, I wonder? Wonder what that's all about. I can't fly right now though, so nothing doing so far on that. Choo! Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get used to these now. Oh, of course. I mean, in fairness, these things are quite easy to cheap out because there's four rotations at the bottom that each of the sides can go through. Nothing, one line, full, sorry, kind of half filled and then full like that. But there's 3 that the middle section can go through. It just spins around in a circle with 3. So all you have to do, it's not really much of a puzzle. All you have to do is just set up 2 sides and then just keep rotating on the last one because it will always automatically get there. Hey Civvy, how am I liking Control? It is very beautiful, although from what I understand it would be far more beautiful
Any idea how to make it work?
if it had ray tracing. There are people doing ray tracing with this game on the latest hardware, and it just looks that much better. And all the reflections on surfaces and like light shining in places just look absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I can only stream in 720p. But yeah, I actually really like this game. Do you know anything about this game? I haven't come across that many people who've dropped by who actually know anything about this game. Lighting looks nice, crisp. It is very nice. It's very crisp. It's a very interesting game as well. Kind of hard to understand. I think it's kind of...
It appears we have a new
Oh, you did decide to follow through.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs.
1 second, I'll let this play out.
This looks a bit more complicated.
Or at least I'll let the conversation finish.
Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, so this is a very confusing game. It's based on a website, or at least I think it's at least heavily inspired by a website. And that website is really bizarre. So I think it's a kind of a love-hate kind of game. Hey, Romes, how you doing? You had a friend playing it, but don't know much about it. Have you? Okay, so have you heard of CSP? Is it CSP? Yes. SCP. There's a website called SCP, Secure Containment Protocol, something like that. CSP, yeah. And basically, it's just like a creepypasta website. SCP is SCP, Secure Containment something. Basically, it's like a creepypasta collaborative website where people write all kinds of creepypasta reports, like basically written exactly like this. Written like they're from a government agency with a whole load of redacted lines in them. And they're all about basically like paranormal forces and malevolent elder gods, and even down to small little things that just mess with your mind. And it's just an exercise in creative writing, but this is taking that concept and turning it into reality. And it's really weird, but a kind of cool kind of weird. But I kind of get the feeling it's the kind of thing that some people would get into and would be kind of too much for other people. And of course, being this kind of game, the plot is a mystery that's slowly revealed, so it's quite slow to tell you what's going on. But it is really fun. It is really fun. Stick around and you'll see some of the weirdness going on. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms maintain frequencies in the range redacted to redacted hertz with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance redacted in the prism, will be explored and explained. My word, I haven't got rid of this carbonated gas in my system yet. Not that one, Doge. No, it's not based on the Chinese Communist Party. Where's it? I'm sure there must be a game based on the Chinese Communist Party somewhere. Oh, hang on, what's this? Let's take a look at this. Oh no, sorry, this is just a rubber duck story. Okay, so I've got to find these punch cards and then activate the machine. Do I know how many punch cards to find? Hang on, there's 2 ways out of this place. This way and the other way.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
Yeah, you gonna tell me how many there are? Okay, there are 5. Okay, right. So once I've found them all, I then have to run around doing something with these machines. Where is the last one? Is it somewhere obvious I've overlooked? Or is it in a completely different... I would be surprised if it was in a different room, because all 4 of them have been in this room.
Have you checked the upper floor?
Okay, it's on the upper floor then. There you are, Doge. You can commit your life to making a game about the Chinese Communist Party. If you're so concerned about it, I'm sure that you can fulfill a calling, and you can see just how popular they are by how well they're by how well it sells. Okay, so this one's got 4 on the side, so let's try putting in the 4th card.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Gee, you don't say. This one is 5. So let's try putting in punch card 5. This is 3. Not jumping in the air isn't going to help you. But yeah, how you both doing? Which games have you guys been playing? I know, so actually, Civi, I know you were playing Skyrim. Are you going to go all the way through with that Skyrim thing, or do you just play a couple of streams and then move on to other things? Okay, so let's see if this theory is correct. Of course it's not.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Oh, of course, right. Dimensions. Feedback loop. Too powerful for our use. Would you... If you want to tell me that it's important, don't get in my way when I'm trying to read it. Pretty sure it'd be mandatory by decree in China. That's very true, actually. You would sell 1 billion copies right there and then. Okay, so 3 of these, which are all identical to the one on the left, are scrubbed.
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Gee, you don't say. Could it be... I've got to find the cards again now. I'm going to have to pull them all out of all the machines first, aren't I? Wait. That's not what I was trying to do. Where is the other one? If you stop hassling me, I might be able to work it out. Nope, not trying to do that. Okay, and the last one. Okay, so the one on the left is one of the ones on the board. Then the 4th one is one of the ones on the board. The other ones don't appear to be on that whiteboard. Is there any other whiteboard? Oh, hang on, there's something here. Those 2 are different as well. Can we affect this? Configurations. So, on the one downstairs, wasn't it the same? Wasn't it 2, 3, and 5 which are scrubbed out there as well? Yeah. So in both cases, it's 2, 3, and 5 which are scrubbed out, but different ones are actually on there. Gee, seriously, you don't say. There's another one here. Changing very... I have to admit, I'm very confused about what it's trying to do. I feel like it's not really giving enough clues as to how this puzzle is supposed to work. I've got 5 cards, I've got 5 machines. There's clearly an order to put them in. What were the cards again? So 1 and 4 were these ones here. I didn't sign up for these puzzles. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was check out this board again. That, and then that. So that's... Oh, that's 1... Maybe I misread the one downstairs. That's 1 and that's 2. No, they're both number 1. Yeah, I've got to admit, I don't know where this puzzle is going. I'm not really sure what it wants me to do. She was feeding me a ton of help earlier. Why isn't she giving me any more help now? Dimensions. Can I understand anything from dimensions? Anyone else got an idea where this is going? So this one is only 1, it's 1, 4, and 5 that are crossed out. I actually might just have to start brute forcing it in a minute. There are only 5 factorial possible solutions. That's 20, 60... There's only 120 different possible combinations. 120 combinations, that won't take me too long to go through. I mean, that's okay. It's saying that those 2 are switched around. Which ones are those 2? A diamond in the center and a full center. That's number 5 and number 3. Okay, I can try it, I guess. So I'll put 3 in 5 and 5 in 3. This is machine number 3, so I'll put 5 in there. This is machine number 5, so I'll put 3 in there. What else do I know about this? You've never heard the word factorial used in a stream before, bravo. I mean, what do you expect from a maths grad? I'll stick it in anywhere I can get it in. I need to talk some integration and differentiation next. Man, I've pretty much forgotten how to do differentiation and integration. It's all good, Doge. It's all good. Feed. Okay, so that card was used 3 times. then a different one, and then the original one. Switch them over. Okay, so which one is that one? It's saying... But that's saying go to 5 as well. Maybe I was misinterpreting. Maybe not. Or maybe it's saying put that card there. That one on the left, where the one on the right is supposed to be. I was always an algebra and a discrete maths person. So number 4 and number 1. So maybe put number card 4 in machine 1? If this is correct, I will still be very unsure about how I got this right. And then upstairs, what have we got upstairs? There are no lines connecting things around here at all. Hang on 1 second. Can I actually work this out from where the things have been scrubbed out? Am I thinking about this the complete wrong way? The answer is almost certainly yes. I am kind of curious as to how many people had to look up the solution for this, though. Where was the other one I put a card in? Number 4. Where's number 4? Is that upstairs? Yes, of course it's upstairs. No, it's not upstairs. But that is number 4. What? Where's the other terminal? I keep forgetting where that last terminal's gone. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's try it this way. That one there, with the umbrella-like center, gets crossed out from 2, 3, and 5. It doesn't appear on there at all. That leaves 1 and 4. So let's try putting those in there. Let's try putting the umbrella one in number 1. And the one that looks like a box in a corner in number 4. This is number 4, that's a box in a corner. Let's go and put umbrella in number 1. And number 1 is the one all the way over here. Umbrella goes in there. Okay, what else can we see? No, I can't. That's telling me to put something else. Oh, it's telling me to put that in number 5. The one that's like almost half filled black and white. Put it in number 5? This is number 5. That one's the one that's almost half filled. And then, okay, so the one that's got a full white outside and a full black inside, you know what I mean, center, is number 2. This is machine 3. So I'll put the one that's not that one in here. And then machine 2. Oh, hallelujah, it actually worked. I can't believe I got away with that. That puzzle was not obvious. And what? It's going to explode, isn't it? Of course it's going to explode. What were you expecting? Well, we broke it.
Prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan.
We need a new plan. My plan is, I've got a mission that involves getting to another place in the building in 8 minutes. I know that this is like an urgent thing and this whole building is falling apart, but I can't resist time-limited quests. So, sorry. Okay, okay. Where is this place I'm supposed to be going to? Pneumatics, so I'll go to Dead Letters then. Sorry, Fran. Have I geeked everyone too much? What would you prefer me to talk in? Hey, Law! Huzzah, good friend! Huzzah, it's Law! How are you doing? How's the family? How's the weekend? What's your specialist, Hel? Or Fran, even, sorry. What topic, what subject were you a fan of at school? Kirsty returneth! How is the coffee machine? Oh, I know where pneumatics is. Right, okay. We'll take it slowly and carefully. Nope, nope, not having any of you. Just not having any of it. Yeah, that's it. Go attack them. Go on. How was the rest of the stream, Law? Yeah, this is much easier than just killing them. I'll just fake them out. Yo, dog, I heard you like boxes. So have some boxes. Put some boxes in your boxes. I cannot finish that off because I'm too bad at memeing. Also, the only memes I ever use are about 50 years out of date. I'm so glad it's given me the staff IDs of these guys. It makes it so much easier to kill them. Nice. Of course, like the previous one, there'll still continue to be a whole ton of people there. Is it over, Yuri? Is it done? Nope, of course it's not. Well, I mean, that didn't really... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, 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 not having that. Not having that. Don't remember allowing you to do that one. Nope, 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 nope. There's a whole ton of health outside. Go for the health. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit occupied. When I've cleared these guys out, I will get back to it. Oh, okay. So by leaving the room, I can force it to finish. That's interesting. Did they all just get, like, bored and decide to go somewhere else? Anyway. They finally succeeded at finishing a quest! Speedrun! Are we well pleased with the results? Are you really looking forward to trying this out? I'm really looking forward to hearing the details. Maybe you can give me a run over of the finished product afterwards. Ah, more bold countermeasures. Ah, of course, I can cash one in. Nice. House memory. That's something I already have a lot of. Kill enemies in research sector. I mean, sure. That's not even asking me to do that much, although I have mostly finished this area already. Oh, the side quest. No, I meant you to... Oh, I see, right. Yeah, no, I fail a lot of quests in this. All these ones that have got time limits at the top, if you fail them, you can't just reload the save and go back to them. They seem to respawn an hour or two later, but they're either they're either done in the first run or they're not done at all. So I keep failing these. It's only now I'm being more cautious and not kind of rushing in like a Leroy Jenkins that I am actually beating some of them. Failing everything in the last 3 weeks. Well, thank you for the faith you're showing in me. So, what's the subject of the next stream gonna be? The next D&D stream? Oh, right. Okay, I'm finally catching up with you. Yeah, I do fail them a lot, don't I? Hang on, so what am I supposed to be doing now? Speak with Marshall. Yeah, perhaps, not at all to do with the fact that I keep failing at all, but yeah, maybe we should adjust the difficulties. I have seen an awful lot of Nat 1s on that D100 roll.
Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
Well, aren't you cocky?
Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need some.
Will you go out with me?
What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here.
Rigged, I say. It's very rigged.
Save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help.
She's right. It's far too early in the game to be telling me the secrets.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer. But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks.
I'll call you whatever I frickin' like to call you.
Base and executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
Okay, what's with all this dramatic side profile in darkness?
It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance.
And your planning to block it was really good.
That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
Well, I haven't seen this kind of cutscene in this game so far. I must have reached a kind of a turning point. Is this the end of Act 1 or something? Oh, that looks normal. That just looks like a regular Earthscape.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Well, how incredibly convenient. And hear me out, get good. So when you press that, oh, it opened up another door. At least, Law, I finally won my item. So I finally get my +1. I only got to win another 11 of them to max out my items bonuses. So we're going to maintenance. Hopefully we'll get to see Artie. And that's cool. Sorry, Law, I see you've just disappeared off, but that's cool. I appreciate you dropping by. Kirsty, I assume that you're holding a coffee in your hand right now? Or is it going to take you another 2 streams to work out how to use it? I say 2 streams, because clearly we're going to hijack the next stream and turn it into a coffee making stream. Well, you've heard of a shop, right? Talking of streams, actually. So, given that... yeah, that's very true. Have you heard of Tesco's Express 24 Hour? But no, I'm joking, I know, you probably won't find any right now. But given that we hijacked your last stream, are you going to just stick with what today's was supposed to be anyway? Or are you going to go back to what you wanted to play on Thursday?
HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him.
Okay, so where am I supposed to be going?
Like you do with me?
Black Rock Processing. Apparently it's in this direction. Oh, please let Artie be around. I love Artie. Oh, of course. These guys will be around instead. Just one? One feels too easy. One feels a lot too easy. Oh, hello. There you are. Get wrecked, son. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that was good. That worked really well. Music stopped, so I assume that I survived. Any more health? There we go. Oh, the Atlas Chamber. Was this... Did I find this place before? Is this the one that had the bridge that I couldn't cross before? Or was that somewhere else? Okay, I blatantly still cannot go that way. Nope, 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 nope. Hang on, hang on. You still not had chance to start Resi... Hang on, sorry, this is Doge. I still not had time to start Resi 2. Oh, did you... I forgot you bought Resi 2, Doge. You should start it. Sorry if I keep breathing down the microphone. Okay, so if it's not that way... Is there a way up to a higher level around here? Bring me a higher level. Do 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 do. Okay, so the fact that I've just been given a level 4 card. Okay, this looks fine. Everything's fine. The fact that I've just been given a level 4 card, and that was a level 4 door, makes me think that this is probably not unconnected. Okay. Is that all there is down here? I know you get to float around later. That's why I named my streams Rooty Tooty Float and Shooty after all. I assume that this room is designed to... Oh, I see. Hang on, wasn't that floating before? Spinning before, so... What exactly changed? Oh, I don't have a clue. Anyway, I got across. It's a legendary, the only amazing Worcestershire. Anyone been to Leicester recently? My favourite city, Leicester. Not quite what I was going for. That's what I was going for. I'm going to fall off in a minute. I am absolutely going to... Oh, I see, of course. That's one. Can I get lucky and find another one from where I am right now? Or do I have to go back? To the future! Also, Kirsty, have you worked out when the room's going to be? Oh yeah, Carthy. So I wanted to talk to you about Unicorn Princess. Ooh, it's another one of these. It's a motel. What on earth does that say? I can't read a word of that. Game, do you want to pop in the texture for me? Like, maybe sometime would be nice. There we go. Okay, so it's just saying it's another entry point for the motel. So yeah, okay. So basically, I am well up for playing it. I am well up for streaming it. What I am a little bit uncertain about is paying 25 quid for it. So if you can either find it somewhere where I can get it a lot cheaper, or if you can... Heck, if I were to even suggest... You know, if it were bought as... Yeah, I'm not going to say that. That's going too far. But basically, if I didn't have to ship 25 quid on it, I would play it. I can guess what that is. Thank you, Drew. I will take a look at that afterwards. But yeah, so basically, 25 quid for a game I would probably be playing one, maybe twice. I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind because I'm dropping a lot on stuff at the moment, and I'm at a point where I'm still trying to build up my finances after just buying a house. Granted, I guess I shouldn't drop that too much because some of the stuff I've been buying has been splurges itself, but I'm still trying to basically make my mind up because it's an awful lot of money. Well, it's not an awful... You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of money to splurge on one stream. But in principle, I have decided that I am up for streaming it. Right, let's go and check out the Ocean View Motel again. Right, so they always said that they went through this place. How this worked last time was that you rang this bell, and each time you ring the bell it unlocks one of these doors. And one of them, it was the third one I think, last time. I don't know if it's going to be the same one again. Had a key in it which... Oh, hang on. This opens up more than one now. That's different. Oh look, it's a coffee machine. Kirsty. Kirsty, it's your favourite. Right, okay, so I'm... What's this all about? So, tell us. Regale us with some of the features of your new coffee machine. Right, okay. So, at the moment, we only seem to have 3 options. Oh, do I have to replicate? Okay, so in this one, the painting, which again is peak 2020 graphics, the painting is straight. The radio is on the right. The chair is out. The plant is on the left. Painting is straight. Radio is on the right. Chair is not out. Plant is on the left. Oh look, yeah, the last one's opened up. And there's our key. I'm out of here. Okay, so what did that all gain me? Answer? I don't know. Tark, I played a game called Boobs Saga Prepare to Hentai Edition with a group as I screen shared the game on Discord, so Princess Unicorn is pretty normal in comparison. This is a bit nostalgia for me. I decided to put pause on Resi series and play Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King, both Middle-earth games before continuing the Resi. Can't even pick it up for eBay on cheap. I appreciate your dedication, Carthy. I'm disappointed. I'm genuinely disappointed. That not in you, but in the fact that it's not available on eBay. Okay, it has a mini ice cream scoop for beans, really, that you clip into a thing and then it makes nice coffee. There's also this wand thing that makes the milk go brrr. Kirsty, you have such a way with explaining things. I wish I could be as good at explaining things. You can grab a Steam key of it for less than 10 quid. Okay, so the issue I have with that is that I can't stream to Steam right now. I'll give you 2 choices, basically, Carthy. I will get the Steam key of it for 10 quid, and I will stream it at some point in the future. But given that coronavirus is messing everything up, that could be 6 months away. Or you can pick another game that I will be able to stream in the future. Also, is it me or do her eyes look like she's possessed right now? Has she got, like, blood red eyes to anyone else? I don't want to turn the camera in case it ruins the effect, but let's try it. Her eyes are freaky. Now they've become like a cat. That is really creepy. She just looks demented. Unicorn Princess is worth waiting 6 months for. Okay, Carthy, if you can DM me where I can get a Unicorn Princess... Oh, hang on. Oh, it costs 80 quid. Yeah, probably. If you can DM me where I can pick up Unicorn Princess key for 10 quid, I will buy it today. But anyway, let's stop looking at her really creepy eyes and get on with the game. Wait, hang on. According to this is where I'm supposed to go. But we haven't tried down here yet, so let's see what's... Even though this is a dead end on the map, let's see what's down here, because let's be honest, dead ends in this game are never dead ends. Do I really want to drop down there? I'm pretty sure this is just back where I was before. Let me just confirm I still can't go through here. Or maybe that's what the key was for. Yeah, okay. So we now can go through here. That must be what the key is for. It connects up these bridges. Consider it done. Thank you, Drim. There's also PS4 on the link too, but it's still like 18 quid. I kind of want to... I would be up for streaming it on the PS4. I don't want to just basically keep splurging on everything that comes up, because I will honestly get through like 500 quid a year that way, easily, if not more. Apologies for the really squeaky chair, but you're probably used to it by now.
That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
I'm half tempted. Send me a link to both of them and I'll think about it. I might. I actually might. It will be after The Last of Us, though. It won't be straight away. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL03 for said dimensions, excuse me, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts and that the Atlas is a redacted of redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which make this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Only 500 quid? That's like 100 gift subs. Again, Drim, that's like 100 gift subs in terms of how much people would spend on the channel. But it's 200 gift sub if you actually want the streamer to get that much money. Also, what's 500 quid? Oh, 500... Yeah, right, 500 quid I was talking about spending, right, yeah. I mean, yeah, if I could get 200 gift subs, it would pay itself off. I'm not convinced I'm going to hit that. What's this one?
Resonance is the key.
He does love his Christmas sweaters.
Waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile. Viral.
Oh, this is this one I saw before.
Invasive resonance.
Got you.
That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for.
I've given Mom some kind of random mouse I won at an event a year ago. Now my Bluetooth cheapo mouse is dead and I got the wide game mouse from Mum. Apparently it's RGB and it has a word on it. The last part, ass. So are you concerned about what you've been giving your mum to use for the last year? Nice. Hang on, what's this? A Holders 665. Okay. Oh right, you're just trimming up. Got you. Oh, hang on. What's the missions? I've got another time mission, have I? No, I don't. It's fine. Marshall sends Jesse to Blackrock Processing in the maintenance sector to retrieve more Blackrock prisms. She promises to tell Jesse what she knows about Dylan once the HRA production is up and running again. Or will she? Good to know that even this redacted sector has got toilets. Can't get in there yet. Okay, so I've got to be going up then. What on earth is that thing? Oh, now I've got to go to research. Well, I know you wanted me to be doing this important mission, but priorities, guys. Speedrun strats. Sorry, Kirsty, did you say what you were going to be streaming today? I know I asked, and Doge talked about Resi 2, which kind of had me thinking about Resi. So I assumed that was your answer, and then I realised shortly afterwards that that was Doge and not you. Oh, it is Resi 2. That's cool. I am looking forward to it. Guys, could you please not do this right now? I'm kind of in the middle of something. I've got a time mission. See, those explosions, this game would look absolutely incredible with ray tracing with those explosions. This game is one of the most colourful games I've ever seen in terms of that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to some more Resi. Oh, abilities. I will take some of that. Okay, what can we get? Health would be 3. I could boost my launch. I'm using a ton of launch right now. I could increase my launch damage, which would only really be useful against the big enemies, because I'm already one-shot killing most things. Or I can boost my energy, which allows me to attack more things. And let's be honest, that's probably more useful for me right now. Use 7 more to unlock the final personal mod slot. I will take it. These are the best graphics I've ever seen in a PowerPoint. Nice, Pharaoh. You expect more deaths today? I expect more deaths today as well, Kirsty. Also, see ya, Doge. I'll catch you again. In about, yeah, as Fran says, in about 5 minutes when you get bored of working again. Did you didn't finish off the DLC for Dark Souls, did you, Kirsty? Because of the IKEA stream. Except I finished work. Oh, you did finish work. Oh, congratulations. Well, it's clearly in here then. Let's see how much I can, how much throwing I can get away with now. Now that my energy is 20% higher again. Oh, come on. Come on. Hit him. Okay, do I have to go elsewhere to find the other ones? Are they going to come to me? Oh, there we go. Here, have your friend. And another friend. Oh, that was hard. Ow, goddammit. He hits hard. What weapon was he using? That was like 2/3 of my health bar gone in one go. That was absolutely insane. You've got one boss left. So what are you going to do if you finish Dark Souls in like 2 hours? Or even less if you've only got one boss. Would you instantly move on to another game, or would you go back and do some other areas? Let people like take you to secrets or something? New game. Dark Souls 2. Let's see what else I can do here, actually. I should be able to craft. Can I craft the upgrade to the grip yet? That would be really nice. Ooh, I can! Fantastic. Hello! Hello, that's more damage and more, whatever the word I'm looking for is. Oh, you've actually got to upgrade... Right, okay, I thought I upgraded all of them at once. But that's still fine, because I use grip more than anything else. Ammo refund on chance to hit, that would be quite nice. Ammo cost to shot... That's not that useful. Headshot damage plus 56%. That's not bad. That's a possible. Damage while low on health. It's only a more common. It's a rare, so I should keep that around. Damage while aiming plus 20%. Damage while aiming plus 25%. Accuracy plus 16. That's also a rare. Recoil, Damage while low on health, Headshot damage, Damage after kills, Okay, so what are we going to pick? Are we going to pick ammo refund chance on hit? That would give me about 2 shots extra before I had to reload, which actually wouldn't be fantastic. Or do I pick... I'm going to go for the headshot damage, I think. Excuse me, what else have I got? Launch energy cost minus 10%. That's not too bad, but I've already got minus 15%. Sea speed plus 53%. Oh yeah, I had that one before, didn't I? November, okay. Boss fights every minute next Saturday. Big hype. I actually go very early, like 10 AM UK time. Oh, hang on, boss fights every minute. What? Drim, which game are you playing? Maybe I can come use all my points. I might be able to catch a bit of it. I tend to go out on the morning on Saturdays. Although actually we're doing that less and less now that it's getting more and more troublesome outside. Can I upgrade... Do I get to upgrade another thing? No, I don't. It still wants me... Although I could construct Pierce now. I might as well get it done, I guess. So it's not allowing me to do any more weapon thingying, which is fine. Because I probably don't need it. Let's just try out the alternative to Shatter. This new Pierce. Spin was basically useless for me. This is the only one that works for Pierce anyway. Zoom plus 14%. I'm okay with that. So basically this is a sniper rifle. Although, let's be honest, that's not a big change. I've definitely seen more effective sniper scopes before. Also, I'm quite enjoying just completely glitching out the graphics. But I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a bit of a test. Right. Oh, Project Cars 3, Nürburgring, 28-mile track, 99 lap attempt. I mean, which car are you going to be trying it in? Oops, that's not the screen I wanted to go on. Right, okay, so now I need to get out of research because I don't have any more need to be here. Where I want to go is... none of these, really. I guess I'll take this one. Because, I mean, like, okay, so a decent fast car can get round Nürburgring now in about 6 or 7 minutes. So 99 laps, you're probably, what, we're talking like a 9-hour stream maybe? Average lap time 8:25. Oh, okay. So more like an 11-hour stream then. If something fails, we'll switch to the crew 2. 14 hours, okay. Anything particular inspired you to do this one? Oh, boss every... So when you were talking about bosses, I was just thinking of like Resident Evil and Dark Souls. Now I see what you mean about the bosses every minute. Okay, I'm with you now. Also, where on earth am I? Interesting. That's actually quite useful. There's a whole load of rooms I'd never found here before. Book Club. Oh yeah, Book Club. Unless You by Captain Lopez. Review by Captain Lopez. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You managed to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future, and along the way they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for young adult. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 thumbs up out of 5. Or should I say a perfect 5 out of 7. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. That book sounds freaking awful. That's cool, Drim. I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you for turning up. I will catch you again. Hopefully I will make it to at least some of your stream on Saturday. Saturdays are quite busy for me, but I will try my best. Oh look, black pyramids everywhere. That can only be good. Okay, so where's this lift going? Oh, right, okay. So this isn't really helpful to me at all. Except if I just take this to the other lift station, which is clearly not lined up on top. But yeah, Saturday is the start of my 2.5 weeks long vacation. Man, I really wish I was going to get some time off. I'm kind of stuck in a thing at the moment at work where I don't know when I can afford to take time off. And I've had 1 day since April. So work is starting to really get to me at this point. I'm starting to really get kind of frustrated with how nothing gets done fast enough for my liking, and okay, that's suitably powerful. Thank you. Whoa! Nope, not having any of that. Okay, so this is quite useful, but only in certain circumstances. What the heck is going on with that brightness? Hang on, I didn't need to come this way. I don't think. Or did I? I'm getting so lost in this game. Oh, it'd be fine. Oh, right, yeah, because we went all the way around here. And then just dropped us back in here. And we worked out that actually there was a way over here. So I could have just taken this route. This is what I should have done. Got you, I'm with you now. Choo. Okay. So if the game doesn't keep dropping time-limited quests on us, let's see how we get on this time.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Okay, so I can't fly, so I can't go across there. And now we're back in the insanely bright room. Or an insanely bright room. Where do I hear all this gunfire from? Is this like a warped effect where you keep going around the same rooms and it changes every time? Or am I just getting very disorientated? It does say this is the way I'm supposed to be going. How about up the stairs? That might be an idea. I think he's a sniper, which is quite nice. Okay, I see explosives. I'm getting out of there. I am frickin' cheesing it. Oh, I really love throwing people at people. It's just the most immense satisfaction. Nope, not having any of that. Let's clear this room out, shall we? That's not a pyramid. Loot, come to me. Okay, where is Arish? And what would have happened if he had died in that last fight? Is that Arish there? No, probably not. Not you. Oh, we've got another astral construct apparently. Is it a weapon form? I can upgrade Pierce. How come I can upgrade Pierce, but I can't upgrade Shatter? Oh, got another video to watch.
During an AW...
This is an easy way of doing it.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino.
No, you got to do it 3 times. I kind of love and hate this guy, but mostly love him.
With an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other.
Light switch cord leaves out can we affect this?
Is a mystery.
Manhattan thresholds. Where do the other symbols lead?
A place of power. Like the oldest house. Investigation. Our agents discovered a light switch cord in a...
Okay. I've still got to find this bloke. I've still got to find the other bloke.
They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel.
Now, didn't they? Wasn't there talk about some argument between Darling and Trench, the previous director? He doesn't really seem like the kind of person who would get in a blazing row with a director. Aha! Here we are. He's over there, so let's go and see what else we got.
They've each taken a few hits.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
I'll come back to that.
Kevin Horowitz. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find the route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was...
Hey, Law. How's everything going?
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some blackrock. She was singing this beautiful song.
The sweet locks are getting more and more in the way.
She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
You're
No.
fine. We'll push through
Because
this.
it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Nice. Okay, let's check out what's going on with this bloke. This bloke who I totally recognise. Absolutely recognise this guy from LA Noire.
Whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any
You say that, but
survivors in the
I've
safe
pretty
rooms.
much recaptured most of it by
I'm
this
here to
point.
check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in.
Oh good, we've got a boss.
Monster.
I didn't realise we had bosses in this game.
The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you. Our fearless leader.
He was not in LA Noire. Okay,
They
fair
shall
enough.
rely on me.
He just reminds me really of someone from LA Noire.
They don't know how I failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base and executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Will do. I'll probably put about 200 bullets and it'll still kill me. Kinda looks like Cole's partner when he fights John the Force. Stefan Bukowski. Kind of? I don't think he's the one who reminds me of. I think I'm more reminded of one of Cole's old unit. What on earth did that thing just do? What? Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hadron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. Oops. That must be the thing I heard already, that's cool. Is there anything in here worth looking at? Shield energy cost, I'm still not that fussed. Well, I don't use shield enough to make it worth it, basically. Okay, cool, right. I mean, there used to be these sections where you could, like, talk to all these people. He's clearly eaten something that's too spicy for him. But yeah, there used to be all these sections where you could ask extra questions, like in an RPG, and that just doesn't seem to be happening anymore. Lord, did you say you were about to finish one of the Dark Souls games? I'm trying to keep track of this. You're playing DS2? How many of the Dark Souls? You've done DS1 and 2. DS3, okay. So what, you and Kirsty are basically at the exact same point as each other, in the same game. Well, okay, this is going to be fun. I don't think I can go through the level 5 doors, can I? This looks like a fight area if ever I saw one.
And the machine that makes them.
Oh, and that's one of those doors that doesn't go away until I've killed everyone. Okay, yep, sure. Nice glowy red light, that's always good. And it's got her weird vision thing above it. Oh good, something's broken out of containment, I see. Oh, it's a demon of some sort. That's fantastic. Whoa, nope, 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 nope. And it sprays blood everywhere. Perfect, a vampire demon. Hi. I mean, this seems the most effective tactic so far. Ow! Do you want to not do that? That would be kind of nice if you'd not do that. Well, we're going to get more 1 HP power. I'm trying to work if you can kind of tell where she's going to turn up. You can kind of see things moving around and it's like kind of glowing, but I'm not certain yet if that entirely determines. Yeah, I think it does show where she is, doesn't it? I mean, this tactic seems to work so far. She only seems to turn up when she gets certain distance to me. So if I just constantly hold something and then throw it instantly, let my energy recharge while she works out what she's doing. I've lost her, unfortunately. Where has she gone? There she is. Hi!
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
You don't want to give me any health then? You know, health is overrated these days. This game is real cool, Law. I recommend you give it a go if you can someday. Fran. Yeah, Fran really does have an emote for everything. I aspire to having that level of useful emotes. But I do like my emotes, but they're not quite on point yet. They cover some situations, but I kind of force the issue more than anything. What have we got here? So we finally find out what BlackRock is. BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonance with a range, with a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations. What is going on with me today? Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analysed most notably by the fire breaks. Feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreak. Sorry, random thing popped up. Designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using BlackRock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. And yeah, it's very true. You do follow some pretty cool emote channels. Ooh, let's see what this is all about.
There are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where BlackRock comes from. Extra-dimensional matter. It has the unique property of blocking out a lot of frequencies. A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our
Yeah, sure, why not?
Involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the BlackRock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. BlackRock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it?
665 was mentioned by the Black Pyramid earlier. Interesting. 665 stood for something and I can't remember what it is anymore. Interesting. His distorted agent. His distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the His Distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The His Distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power? How does this invisibility work? Does the Distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Red Alert 2 comes to mind. Yeah, actually, yeah, it really does remind me of that. I was just thinking that it's kind of weird that actually you only see one character in these FMVs, and you know they've clearly got a load of other actors. Oh, this is the same video that we saw already. It's oh, that's just clearance level 5. Fine. It's clear that they got a whole load of actors in for different parts, but why is it only one of them appears in these FMV segments? Is that? I wonder if it's a gameplay choice or if it's just practicality with the actors. But yeah, Red Alert 2 was kind of fun with those. I have, for some reason, been quoting Red Alert 2 a couple of times recently as well. Oh, hello. Usually I associate these massive lifts with going to a boss, but I've just fought one. Also, sorry, Carthy, I should have acknowledged your huge sausage earlier. I know that you look for the important things in life. Fran looks for the useful ones, but you look for the truly important things that can be you know,
It feels sane.
linked to, oh, that was useful.
It's the right kind of insane.
You know what I'm trying to say. I can't finish sentences sometimes. I'm a derp. So how powerful is this? Not very powerful if I miss my shot. That is powerful. Ow. So is he, for that matter. Man, I keep getting lucky and landing on 1 HP. Health, health, all the health. Absolutely all of it, please. Interesting. Did I just get a stream message? Sorry, what do you mean by a stream message? Steam. Oh, I saw something pop up. I think it was actually Discord. I think it might have been someone posting in just a random Discord channel. It's like I didn't recognise the name, which was half of what distracted me. Oh good, we're back on 1 FPS again. Oh, for goodness sake, it's giving me more frickin' timed missions in some complete differently part of the building. Well, it's research, I guess. Going to research is fine. Because... where am I? It would help if you would fill the map in for me. You know what? I've got 20 minutes. Let's go on until I find another save point, because it does give you save points every now and again. Like right here. Hope all these hiss around don't mind me claiming this room. I'm sure they won't mind. I need to go to parapsychology. The simplest place to do that would be the parapsychology one. Gotta hop into a meeting. That's cool, Law. I appreciate you dropping by. I will catch you later. Yeah, it's all good. I will see you in a bit. Carthy is a real wiener, but I don't think you heard a Steam notification from me, because I don't think I actually have Steam running right now. But yeah, thank you, Law. I'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. What's the time? 6 o'clock. I can go on for a little bit more. Can I fail this mission in spectacular fashion? Of course I can. It's personnel protection, so I don't even get necessarily to decide. If these guys die, that's just the end of it. I assume that killing things with launch counts just as much towards my board countermeasures thing to kill 25 people in research. Yes, it does. Good. So far, so good. But they are kind of in the way right now. Thud. Yoink, I'll read that later. Recording chair procedures, wonderful. 13 out of 25. Can I get all the way to 25 out of 25 on this one mission? $15, 16, 17, 18, 19 even, so right, apparently. $22, 3 more, and that was more than 3 people just spawned. There we go. Nice. Come on. Man, who would put in all these bookcases and so on? Clearly stopping me from mowing down people with the power of my mind. This game can really barely handle this. It's fantastic. Why would you run across my shot like that? Also, it's kind of confusing to me that there was a time limit on this, despite the fact that the enemies are continuing to spawn. It's like, what was the relevance of them staying alive for that amount of time? But they can die afterwards. Move out the way. Man, it just keeps on going, doesn't it? Literally just keeps on going. Oi! Look! It's not very useful if you keep getting in the way of me trying to chuck objects around the room. Also, standing right in the path of someone holding a minigun is probably not a sensible idea. Although I guess I am just liberally scattering health all around for you. Fran, what have you been playing recently? Sorry if I may have asked it before. I need to keep track of things better. Also, what on earth are these lights? Those lights are cool. Or is it that I've smashed all the lampshades off them, so they're just like... they're like coverless lamps? I guess it would be parapsychology that I can hear voices talking to me. Hypnosis lab. Have I been to the hypnosis lab? Yes, I have. This and that. Haven't been gaming much lately. Now I got a job. Usually get home tired, so I just chill on some streams. That's fair enough. What's your usual type of game? But yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. To be honest, one of the reasons I got into streaming was because I realised I was gaming less and less. It was like I didn't want to get to a point where I basically just was never playing games, because I do actually enjoy them, but it feels like a lot of effort to get myself started. So I deliberately started it so that I could what on earth is going on here? I deliberately started it so that I could give myself a reason to play games a few hours a week. Oh, you did Sniper Elite 4? Awesome. I love Sniper Elite. Okay. Kill enemies with the service weapon in Pierce mode. I have been doing a bit of that, so that's only 5 I need to do anyway, so that's easy. Spin maneuvers. Using Pierce, kill enemies in the maintenance sector with headshots. Many Hiss have heads noggins. I'm actually going back to maintenance, so that'll be quite convenient. I'll just try and get some headshots with hang on, where was I before? I was in Blackrock processing. Let's go to the Atlas chamber and try and trace my steps, because I don't think I could get there before. Yeah, co-op games do make everything a lot more fun. It's very true. Sniper Elite, though, is particularly good. Have you playing it for the first time? You mostly go for shooters from soft games, some racing games. Okay. I play shooters less and less. Well, I play this kind of shooter more. First-person shooters like COD and so on. And you know, Battlefield, Battlefront. I don't really play them at all these days. Who? What? Who was she calling? Who was that guy calling to? Yeah, I haven't really played much in the way of shooters for a long time now.
When can we get out of here?
Yeah, okay, so they opened this door. I went through here. This was the place where it introduced the idea of this boss. Oh, I can go through here now. Okay, mild shortcut. Love me some Battlefield, but if I don't have anyone to play it with, I don't boot it up. When I was at university, back when like Battlefield 2 came out, and I played Battlefield 2 to absolute death. I played so much of it. Hundreds and hundreds of hours. And I never quite played another Battlefield as much as I did that one. I'm kind of slightly disappointed that I didn't, but... Oh yeah, okay, I took the lift, didn't I? I did play some of them. I remember putting about maybe 50 hours maybe into Battlefield 2142, and I played some of Battlefield 3 and some of Battlefield 4, but I never quite got back into them.
I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy.
So she's going slightly insane now then. Nope, 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 that's not sane.
Just the right kind of insane.
just occurred to me that I only went down there because I found a save point. I probably could have come back up here with a save. Oh well. Yeah, here's the save now, I remember. Right, okay, so there was a mission to kill a load of these guys with headshots. That would be one. What's the range on this like? I love how they're just not bothering to do anything. It's like, hey, my buddy just got blasted across the room. Must be nothing. I return from my slumber, aka power nap. How you feeling? Oh, I actually thought that worked for a second. He either has a ton of health or is completely immune to this kind of shot. Apparently that was actually a headshot as well. Nice. Must have been the wind. Oh yeah, I've got a few of these things to read now, don't I? The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. Oh, the something sarcophagus container. Wonderful. The container provides a safe method of extraction of Redacted's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its Redacted from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into a Redacted through the use of turbine generators, which must be the turbines we saw. The electricity produced powers the entire Bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of Redacted's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Of course, it all makes sense. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened in their chair. I'm sure that they are 100% volunteers. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the recording process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. Activate the recording apparatus. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder, do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your superior. I thought I picked up another one, but apparently not. Correspondence. Nice. Precognitive powers. Nadine, send this to research for analysis. My precognitive powers. Urgent. Dr. Darling. Last night I had a dream. In the dream I was given the solution to a staffing problem I had been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I can only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research teams. We must utilize my powers for the greater good. The greater good. Hey senor, how you doing? I'm just making my way through the SCP chambers. Just a random pillar in the middle of nowhere. Sure, why not? Just a nice smash in the concrete, that's fine. Alright, okay. So we're heading over to Redacted. How's your weekend been, senor? What you been up to? Let's go for the shelter first. Ah, of course, yeah, sure. Have you seen your brother already today, then? I'm guessing I'm going to go down there. I could clearly drop down there, but that may screw up things. Alternatively, if I'm supposed to take a lift, then maybe that's the way to get secrets. Let's just do it legit for now. I can come back here when I learn to fly. Okay, I guess I am dropping down then.
The old-fashioned way.
Time to get down the Half-Life way. Nice. How's he doing? I don't think I've seen him in probably like at least 5 years now, maybe a bit less than that. But yeah, there was a point when I saw him a few times, and I don't think I've seen him in a long time now. Bye. Yeah, I mean, of course, I completely understand why I never see him again. People kind of grow up, priorities change. We don't do some of the stuff we used to. I'm not, I'm not saying he should be doing any differently, but yeah, just like I knew he had the family, but I just hadn't heard. I assume that everything's going well with him. Sounds like it is. Still manages to game more than you. Okay, nice. What's he been playing? I think most of the games I heard him that he was playing were RPGs. Okay, so no, sure. He's replaying The Witcher 3. Nice. Is he still living in that house where they converted the loft? Or have they moved somewhere bigger now that they've got the kids? You need to lose some weight, Jesse. Okay, nice red glow. That's never a bad thing. Also, that texture with the dent in is nice and square shaped. That's kind of curious. Okay, let's maybe change to a different weapon. Or maybe the weapon wants me to keep using this one. Bye. For that matter, Senor, what have you been playing recently? I know you've been playing through a ton of stuff on Game Pass. What's the latest stuff you found on Game Pass? Killed with a knee shot. Bruh! I believe they're staying for the long haul. Think of extensions now. Wow. In fairness, he has got a pretty good job. Let's see. I can hand in one of my board countermeasures, I think. Collect reward. A random reward. It probably is rubbish. Hellblade Senua. Oh, okay, nice. Sea of Thieves with the lads. Get your Sea of Thieves out. Get your Sea of Thieves out. Get your Sea of Thieves out for the lads. Still need a whole load of stuff before I can do that. Oi, oi, Megadorne Loi. Sea of slightly more content, but still not very much. Whoops. Let's see if I can get some more of these. Nope. Headshots. Okay, not when there's a guy throwing explosives around at me. Is it you? That was an awful shot. That killed him, but wasn't a headshot. Where are the... Oh, there's one. Look, could you just, like, stay still? It's a lot easier to snipe people when you're, like, not moving. That'll do. I guess the suicidal standing still does work. Since they also do the suicidal standing still. Makes it a bit like volley fire in a Napoleonic era battle, but hey, I'll take it. If it gets me my board countermeasure. Are we in a full away end? Doge, you've missed out on some great football chants that Senor and I have heard in the past. Clothing from Matalan, you got your clothing from Matalan. Whoa, this actually... Okay.
Not what I expected.
Yep, this is definitely inside the building. Our regular captain actually has a boat, and it gets very nautical when you're floating about. Fair enough. Okay, so I can easily drop down here, but I would clearly never get back again. So before I do that, let's check out what else is around. I can't even remember what we were doing when we heard that Matalang song. I know we were on a train, but I can't remember why we were... why there are a load of football fans there. You need to go to a non-league match. You do. Non-league matches are great. Although the atmosphere isn't the same. Am I going the way I came? No, good, okay. Stay still. Thank you. Apparently that was not a headshot. I just need one more headshot. Does anyone want to volunteer? Apparently there's a way through here that goes back to the main building? Well, clearly not anymore. Although, what happens if I shoot that? Absolutely nothing. After the Arsenal game. Arsenal game, Arsenal game, Arsenal game, Arsenal game. I can't remember the Arsenal game we went to. What Arsenal game? Or was it a game that they were coming back to at Arsenal? Oh, right, yeah, I remember now. It was like a load of 16-year-olds as well, wasn't it? Guess I'm coming back that way. I actually have been to an Arsenal game before. Doge. It was a Champions League game against Olympiacos with an old uni housemate of mine. And I think the ground was only half full. So that was how I got a ticket. Right, let's go this way then. Is this... how recently did you try it? Is this since you moved to London? Did you actually move to London, or were you just like house hunting there? What is up here? I have to presume that there's a reason it lets me do this. Or maybe there's no reason. Oh, okay, fair enough. How come you don't want to now? Okay, so there's a way up there. Let's go and check out that way up there first. Ah, that just unlocks that gate. Okay, cool. Ooh, and some lore. No smoking reminder. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still a part of the Bureau, and therefore the no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, it's also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possible creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. Thank you for your understanding. Too expensive to rent a studio flat. There, that's fair enough. Are you looking to get somewhere anyway, Doge, or are you just kind of giving up and staying where you are? We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cuts research wants. This black rock stuff is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of darn things. With the dimensions for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better frickin' work a treat. Go ahead, and I missed the end of that. Go ahead and double the last order. Well, I see the opportunity for a headshot. Maybe not. Thankfully, they just don't seem to care. Ah, that guy there should do. Apparently not. There we go. I'll take that. And now I will probably never use this again. Are you kidding me? Now you drop another timed mission on me. Well, anyone want to guess whether that's going to be going up in smoke? Ah, I see. Sure, I mean, I'm in the middle of a gunfight, but yeah, it's fine. Whoa, that's a bit close. A bit less of that, thank you. Whoa, that was very close. Okay, I need to take these guys out before they take me out. Nope, 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 no, I'm not having that. tell you what. I'll take control of you, and you can go and be my suicide bomb. Or you can just glitch out. That's fine. That's fine too. You can just tell me where they're located. Yep, that'll do. Oh, I got Doge efficiency. Congratulations, Doge, you are now more efficient. The combat seems a bit generous. In places, and at the same time, very ungenerous. There are several enemies that throw explosives at you, and when they start throwing them around, half the time you don't have a clue that they're coming. And so, some things like only take down a small amount of your health. Others like absolutely obliterate you in one go. It's quite an unbalanced game, is what I would say. Like some parts of it are just absolutely easy to like walk through. Other parts of it you just get absolutely annihilated. Right, I've got to power up the explosives, because everyone knows explosives work on the base of attaching generators to them at the point of contact. Where is another generator? Just as well that generators are indestructible in this game. Is that something the devs intended, or just a bit of an oversight? I don't know. No, not you. You, thank you. I don't know, honestly. It could just be that I'm bad at this game. Because let's be honest, me and games sometimes go together perfectly. Sometimes I'm just hilarious at them. Like, not in a good way. Nice. So it could just be... I have a tendency to use a handful of skills and then ignore other ones. I'm not a very equal, balanced gamer.
The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you.
I
need to get this prism
okay, we've got one of these again. Oh, this thing we can't escape from. So, sorry, not can't escape from, but can't kill. So, let's cheese it. I'm going to pull the map up because I'm not entirely sure where to go. Actually, yeah, I can leave this way, can't I? There is supposed to be a lift around here. That ain't it, though. Cheese it! Hurry up! Hurry up, Jesse. You're a little bit too close to my liking. I feel like I'm probably missing a really obvious way out of here. But, I don't know. You can only go where you can find a path, so... Oh, good. There's more of them. That's fantastic. Oh, there's lots of them. A hiss gonna spawn in here as well. Wonderful. How about I just frickin' run? They seem to have stopped coming, those weird balls. I do love games where the enemies clearly can't come past a certain point. Also, wow, they're kind of fighting each other now. Despite the fact that they can't be killed. Which is interesting, because I thought they were both supposed to be hiss. I mean, my theory that this thing can't come any closer to me does work so far. Go to Central Research. Can I just cheese it out of here? Central Research. Luck and Probability is probably the closest. No, I'm going to say Ritual Division. Are you saying you're an unbalanced gamer? I'm saying that basically I'm not very I'm good at games which ask you to just kind of to do straightforward things, or you know, where the gameplay gives you different play styles. If it's the kind of game where, you know, you're encouraged to try different things, you know, some you can just stealth through areas, or you can talk your way through areas, or, you know, pick which gun suits you best. I love those kind of games. In games where I just heard some alert go off and I'm not quite sure what. Did anyone see an alert message, like, for what had just happened? Because I don't know what... I didn't see anything. Anyway. Curious. Anyway. But yeah, in games where you're supposed to master different techniques, on the other hand, like where playing the game well it basically is based on like mastering different styles and knowing when to use this one and when to use that one. That's when I start being a bit of a derp. And this game feels like the kind of game where it does allow me to get away with using one or two styles mostly, but it wants you to be trying and using all the different things. Also, hey Cal, how you doing? Oh, it was a host from you. Right, okay. That didn't pop up for some reason. I need to work out... I got my bot responding with messages before, and it doesn't work anymore. I need to work out what's going on with that. I need to try it out sometime. But yeah, thank you, Cal. How are you doing? Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, hang on, do I still have this... I've still got this mission to do in a few minutes, don't I? Hiss nodes in 12 minutes, Central Research. Oh, so that's what I've come here to do. So if I run through here, turn right up here... That doorway looks pretty blocked to me. Maybe this wasn't the best place to come. Let's go to Luck and Probability after all. Or should I go to Parapsychology? I'm going to go to Parapsychology. Doing alright, thanks. Nice. Nice. You been up to much, or you just been chilling? Confirmed Tark not a ballerina. I am definitely not a ballerina. Okay. So, how do I get myself to Central Research to fail another time mission? Straight ahead. Thankfully, there are signs that point in the right direction half the time. And thankfully, that's right there. So, we're off to a good start. Looks like there's going to be about 5, maybe 6 of these things. So far, no enemies have spawned as well, which always makes life easier. Did some cooking and baking last night. Interesting. What did you cook and bake? Is it really not going to give me anyone to kill while I do this? I mean, I wouldn't mind. Oh, really? There actually is full damage. I genuinely didn't realise that you could do that. I thought you could just get away with anything. Beef Fizz got activated. 16k already. Oh my. I will be dropping in on Kirsty's stream soon. In fact, I've got to be honest, I feel bad because Cal, you've just turned up. But I was going to try and do that one mission and then wrap up. And unfortunately, those timed missions, if you fail them, they basically just disappear. You can't go back and reload a save and do them again. So, yeah. I might use that to call that a day, actually. That's 3.5 hours again. That's a pretty good length of time. So yeah, I think I will say that will be the end of my stream today. So yeah, thank you guys for coming, for dropping by, keeping me company. Cooked some hot dogs, spring rolls, pre-made tomato oatmeal soup from scratch. Interesting, nice. I could get behind all of them. Baked brownies came out brilliant. Oh, brownies. Tasty. Thank you, Doge. That was perfectly alright. My pleasure. Trust Doge, yep. Okay, yeah, so let's wrap up there and go and drop a raid. Shall we... I drop a raid on Kirsty quite often. Like, once every week or two. So I feel like I should probably drop a raid on someone else. I don't know, who else is online right now? I could drop a raid on Chase? No, I think I've raided Chase quite recently as well. Anyone have a recommendation for a raid, or should I just go to Kirsty? I guess we're all going to Kirsty anyway. You're not following many people. That's cool. Let's go and drop a raid on Kirsty. Maximum Beef Fizz. But yeah, thank you guys. Might as well swim with the sharks. Thank you guys. Thank you for keeping me company. And I'll keep going with Control next week. So let's go and check out the Beef Fizz stream. See you again.